I believe that Palantir is, undoubtedly, a stock that has the potential to make millionaires, assuming of course you own enough shares in the company during the early stages of its growth. So with a world-class team behind the brilliant minds of Alex Karp and Peter Thiel, I can honestly say that I sleep easy at night knowing that my money is invested in their business. You see, Palantir is already seeing a skyrocketing demand for their AI technologies, and with the age of artificial intelligence just getting started, I'm truly excited to see where this company is going, as I feel Palantir is already ahead of the curve with their cutting-edge tech. And furthermore, it should come as no surprise that Palantir's huge bets on artificial intelligence are in the early stages of paying off right now. This powerful data mining company, which was co-founded by tech visionary Peter Thiel and CEO Alex Karp, is rolling out a brand new AI-focused service platform soon, which I'll be covering a little bit more in a bit. But according to the comments from management, the early demand outlook has been incredibly encouraging, and it seems like investors are clearly getting excited. And spurred by better than expected first quarter results and excitement surrounding the company's opportunity in AI, Palantir's stock shot up nearly 24% following its Q1 release and conference call. So I think the biggest question we have to ask ourselves is this bull run just getting started? Well, only time will tell, but being that Peter Thiel's AI vision is closer to becoming a reality, I think it's only a matter of time before we start seeing Palantir's stock price reflect the value. You see, Peter Thiel has been one of the most vocal and visible advocates for the potentials of artificial intelligence technologies. And remember when I said that Palantir was ahead of the tech curve? Well, while many companies are just now rushing to participate in this AI revolution, artificial intelligence is something that's always been at the center of Palantir's long-term growth strategy, all thanks in part to Peter Thiel's vision, as he has been the chairman of the company's board of directors and has served in the role since the company's founding back in 2003. And in addition to co-founding Palantir, Thiel also founded PayPal, formerly serving as its CEO, and was also one of the first investors in Facebook, which of course is now known as Meta. So I think you can kind of see what I'm getting at here. Peter has an incredibly successful track record when it comes to creating and investing in next level technologies, and Peter Thiel's net worth proves this, with a whopping $4.4 billion, while Alex Karp only has a measly $1.4 billion, 3 times less than Peter Thiel. What a sad, pathetic peasant loser. The main takeaway here though is that if Palantir's AI vision comes to fruition, it would represent another massive win for them and their technology. Moving along though, I think it's also important to note that as Palantir's last public filing, Thiel owned 6.5% of Palantir's Class A shares, 31.3% of its Class B shares, and 33.3% of Class C shares. So in total, the company co-founder controlled 11.5% of total voting rights at the company, and only CEO Alex Karp has a greater individual share of the company's voting rights, coming in at 12.5%. But regardless of who owns what, I think one thing is certain. Palantir is incredibly confident in their AI position. At the end of April, Palantir revealed Artificial Intelligence Platform, also known as AIP.
AIP unleashes the power of large language models and cutting-edge AI for defense and military organizations. LLMs and algorithms must be controlled in this highly regulated and sensitive context to ensure that they are used in a legal and ethical way. AIP's capabilities make the use of LLMs and AI possible in the military context,
which is a service for military, governmental, and commercial applications. And the software is on track to be released this month, and it could honestly be a huge game changer for the company. Moreover though, on Palantir's Q1 earnings call, Alex Karp and other executives were there of course, and Karp stated that the demand for AIP is like nothing he has seen in 20 years of working with Palantir, and even added that his company had already had hundreds of conversations with potential customers about terms and pricing for components of this platform. And according to Palantir COO Shyam Sankar, the chief data officer of a large insurance company demoed AIP and said it was years ahead of anything they had ever seen. In this case, a pre-release version of Palantir's AIP was used to build an AI-powered virtual agent to automate claims processing. So from Palantir's recent earnings call, the company appeared adamant in the belief that its strengths in AI are being underestimated, and responding to questions about Palantir's outlook and strategies in artificial intelligence, Sankar said, "I think it's not actually clear from the outside how far ahead we are." Now, all this sounds truly incredible, especially as a shareholder in Palantir, but is the market still underestimating Palantir? Well, Palantir reported significant sales and earnings beats in Q1, and the company is guiding for profitability on generally accepted accounting principles, also known as GAAP, through the remainder of the year. And while the stock saw an explosive pop following the earnings beat and enthusiastic guidance, Palantir's share price is still down about 75% from the highs we saw back in January of 2021. According to Karp though, Palantir is positioned to seize an absolutely massive opportunity in artificial intelligence. So here's a quote from Alex describing how his company is approaching the AI market on the first quarter call. "We have no pricing strategy. We are going to create a lot of value. We're going to get hundreds of customers, and we will price it as we go. One of the things we've seen over and over again is when you're ahead of the market, you need to take territory." So yeah, it would definitely be an understatement to say that Karp is confident in his company's position in AI. He even said on the company's call that no one else knows, no one believes it, but they're about to find out. Which for some, I'm sure can feel like an ominous statement, coming from the man who has been criticized of owning a big brother-like tech company, and can even kind of sound similar to that interview years ago with the Papa John's founder.
"The day of reckoning will come. The record will be straight."
Why not set the record straight now? I mean, what is it about the record that's not straight?
Stay tuned.
Except I think Alex did it in more of a sophisticated tech entrepreneurial fashion, as opposed to a sweaty clown. But if Karp is right about the business's strengths in artificial intelligence, he and co-founder Peter Thiel could see incredible gains on their equity positions. There is still no doubt that Palantir is a high-risk, high-reward stock, but it's one worth investing for investors who are interested in the unfolding AI revolution. And that's why I will always recommend to anyone to add Palantir to your portfolio after doing your own research on them, of course. Well, it might take a tech wizard to truly understand exactly how Palantir's data works with all of its interconnected nodes and AI magic. I don't think it takes a genius to see the true potential in a company like Palantir, which is why I'm currently invested in them and will continue to keep adding shares as long as the stock stays in the $10 to $15 range. And with that, I think I'd like to end the video here. Thanks to those of you who made it to the end. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please leave a like and maybe a comment, and we can have a discussion in the comment section below. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time.